Alright, so this video is going to be both on TikTok and on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, what's going on, guys? Eric Pate here. And if you're watching on TikTok, you know what? Why not? So I'm going to talk about the most heroism story, I think, in only my opinion, though. So, just a normal Thursday. It's just another Thursday afternoon in New York City. And that's how, like, most days start off. Is just another normal Thursday. Okay, any day of the week. In this case, Thursday. January 15th, 2009. At LaGuardia Airport sits a U.S. Airways Airbus A320 fixing to fly from LaGuardia back to Charlotte. Plane just got in from Charlotte, probably only about an hour before. So, in the cockpit we have Captain Chesley Sullenberger and First Officer Jeffrey Skiles. I believe Skiles is still currently flying today with American Airlines, unless he retired within the last couple of years, which probably, I won't be surprised if he did. But we know for a fact that Sullenberger is retired. Anyway, so about 3:25 p.m., U.S. Airways Flight 1549 for Charlotte, then continued service onto Seattle Tacoma, takes off from LaGuardia. The plane hasn't even been in flight for about a minute and a half, and Captain Sullenberger said birds. The plane then hits a flock of birds. First thing Sullenberger did was he turned on the CPU, the auxiliary power unit, after he realized that both engines was not coming online. After about it was quickly determined that the plane's engines were not going to turn on. Sullenberger took the controls from Skiles. Forgot to mention, Skiles was supposed to fly the plane to Charlotte. Once it was determined that the engines will not start, they tried to make a return back to LaGuardia. Sullenberger quickly realized that there was no way he was going to go to LaGuardia. He was not going to make LaGuardia. So they tried to get him for Teterboro. Well, then he realized that Teterboro, he's probably going to have roughly about the same result he was going to have if he made it back to LaGuardia. So he decided to sidestep. In aviation, what a sidestep is. So, let's say you're approaching Los Angeles International Airport. You are told to land on runway 24 left. No, 24 right. Yeah. Originally, you were told to go to 24 left. Now, the air traffic control then tells you to sidestep to 24 right. Now, luckily they're right next to each other. 24 left and 24 right are right next to each other at Los Angeles International. This is the best example I can think of. So because I've done this before, playing Flight Simulator X, I was told I'd do a sidestep because another plane was taking off on the runway that I wanted to land on, but it didn't really matter. They just told me to sidestep, which all you gotta do is just move the aircraft a little bit to the direction. So if I'm approaching 24 left and they told me to sidestep to 24 right, in that case then, they told me to sidestep, all I gotta do is get the aircraft turn it to the right for a second, and then turn it back to then turn it back to left, to where I can get it lined up for 2-4 right. Anyway, so he decides. Sorry, thanks for my quick rant, quick explanation. But when he was told to, so he sidestepped because he was approaching buildings, like he was above buildings. So he sidestepped to where the plane was directly above the Hudson. And he didn't even say anything to the passengers about what was going on. Only 3 words were said to the passengers from Sullenberger about what was going on. 7 words. Correction, 7 words. I knew that was not right. This is the captain. This is the captain. Brace for impact. That's all he said. Was, this is the captain. Brace for impact. And a couple of the passengers thought that was going to be the last day of their life. I have another heroism pilot story I am going to tell you guys probably on a later date. And I think I covered that crash on this channel before. About what happened in 1972 on American Airlines 96. But anyway. And the next thing you know, Flight 1549. Do I have something I can use for... Let's use my pen. Here. Sorry if my floor is a little dirty. Let me turn this around. So, pretend this is the Hudson River. My pen is this right here. Is Flight 1549. Imagine my hockey table. I got this from a friend. Let's hope my cat does not accidentally jump on it. If he does, you guys will see me smacking him in the head. Anyway, my pen is Flight 1549. Okay? Now, normally when a plane crashes into water, it goes in like this. The way I just made my pen come in, it comes in straight down. But this is how Flight 1549 hit the water. Now, again, my hockey table is the Hudson River. Or it can be part of the Hudson River where Flight 1549 is going to hit. Junior wants a photobomb, so I do apologize. So he came in, but also most of the time the plane is also traveling like 300 knots and whatnot. About 140 knots. My pen, again, is Flight 1549. It came in like this, super low, but flying kind of slow, and just crashed into the water and managed to slide a good mile or so. I'm going to slide it to the other, just past the shield on the other side of my coffee table, of my hockey table. Came to a complete stop, and somehow, miraculously, all 155 passengers and crew survived this crash. Investigations first revealed that he had other choices, but it was quickly ruled out that he didn't as soon as the engine on the left side, engine 1, was lost in the crash. But I think they recovered it like a month or so later. I don't know. I don't have an accurate time frame on that. But after it was recovered, after the engine was recovered, it was quickly determined that he did not have any other choice but to put his plane in the river. Honestly, I think he's saved lives. He obviously, but if the plane would have crashed into those buildings, a lot more lives would have been lost. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, favorite. Be nice, cool, be awesome. Eric Pate on the Hill. See you later. Please follow me on TikTok.